It's the 12th of July and here I am at Field A, and you can probably see behind me there's lots of growing being done at the moment. The weather's been absolutely glorious here, and actually now we really were looking for a bit of rain after having all that rain trauma last month in June. We could do with a couple of days of rain just to boost our irrigation systems, but Field A is going pretty well. I'm going to show you some of these plants behind me. You might be able to see them already. They're getting pretty big now. I'm not sure if you can see the germination area there. It's that's emptying out. We're literally down to the last couple of rows. We've got a team up now in Field C, just finishing off the transplanting up there. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Also, we're transplanting against strip lines that we're laying in between the rows in Field C. So we'll have a look at that, and we'll have a quick look at Field B, which was all finished about a week ago, and we'll see how those plants are doing. But so far so good. So this is Field A now, and let's have a look at the plants here in Field A. So here we are, Field A, and got to say it looks really good. Plants are growing lovely. These went in about 17-18 days ago, and you can see they're growing really well. Really nice height on these, about 30 centimeters now, so they must have only been 5 centimeters when they were transplanted, so that's really good growth in the last sort of 2.5 weeks. So we're very happy. We're going to have to come in and cut out all this other stuff shortly, but yeah, clearly they're getting plenty of sun, plenty of water. I think you can see here the stems are really thick, and yeah, leaves are nice. No sign of damage from insects or molds or fungus, so they look really healthy. So we're very, very happy. And that is the plants in Field A, all going well. So let's go and have a look now at Field B. So here I am on Field B, and everything looks great. I've just been walking down this last part of the field, which you can see here. So as the last part of the field, it's also the very end of the irrigation system. So if these plants are healthy, then you know the irrigation system is working well. And we can check the soil. It's pretty moist and damp, so that's great. And you can see these plants are pretty healthy. Yeah, that's lovely. So that's all good. And then we've had another team in this field today. I think you can see one of the chaps over there. So we've just been pulling out all the competition plants in the mulch holes, like here. Obviously, the less competition our plants have, the better. And that's something that we've been doing today on Field B, and we've also been doing it on Field A. So Field B is looking good. Watering's going well, irrigation system works. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Bulgaria, so the plants are growing pretty well, and no big issues. So that's Field B. So here we are at the water pumping station for Fields B and C. As you can see, our pump's still going strong. We've got 14 hours of water coming from this water source a day, and we've just put in a new bit of kit, which is this pressure equalizer. So this allows us to water both the fields at the same time, which we're doing at the moment. So as you can see, the water comes through here, it splits off. This pipe goes up here through the sand filter up to Field C, which is just behind my car over that hill. You might be able to see some people working on it now. And this pipe goes down there to Field B. As I mentioned, because we're effectively pumping water uphill to Field C, we need to have a lot more pressure going through the system. which the pump is now doing, but that's more than we need for field B. So this bit of kit here just reduces the pressure into this pipe, as that's, as you can see, going downhill predominantly to that field. So these two fields can now be watered at the same time. So that's great. So that's just going to help speed everything up when we're watering the plants. And good to see the sand filter in and working now. That's obviously going to help with the purity of the water. And we're just going to have a look now up here, see how they're getting on in field C. So here we are in field C. I think you can see up there our transplanting team are just finishing off field C. Literally they'll have it finished in the next hour. And I just thought I'd show you what we've been doing here. So as we were now late in the transplanting process, I think I mentioned that we're probably a week behind schedule. We've decided to add extra plants in per hectare, because the ones that are going in now probably won't quite reach their maximum potential because of that week or two of being late. So what we've done is we've put in a additional drip line between the two mulch rows. So these should be about 1.6 meters apart, centerline to centerline, and then we've run this drip line right down the middle, which you can see there, and then we've put plants along here, and this is going to increase the yield per hectare. So we would be expecting about 3 to 3.5 kilos dried weight of hemp biomass per hectare, just using the mulch. With this additional drip line, that's going to go up to 4.5 to 5. So it won't be double, even though we're putting in double the amount of plants. The plants along the drip line probably aren't going to perform as well as the ones under the mulch. Obviously the mulch does give the plant lots of benefits, which is why we paid a lot of money to get it. It keeps a lot of the moisture in, which really helps the plants, as well as obviously stopping any weeds growing up and therefore reducing any competition. So now we've gone from 5,000 plants approximately to 10,000 plants per hectare. We're going to get that jump in yield, but it's not going to be proportionate to the number of plants we're putting in. But so far this has gone well. The plants have transplanted nicely. We're pretty happy. Yeah, it's nice and damp under there. So here we are in field C at the very top of the field, which I pointed to you earlier, and we're just doing the last transplanting of the last couple of hectares. And this is the plants from germination row 15, second to last row, that are going in here. As you can see, they're pretty big. They're ready to go in the ground, and they're going in now. Here you can see this is being irrigated by the drip irrigation. There it is. You can see it dripping. So that's just watering the soil as these guys are going in. So they're looking pretty healthy. So hopefully these guys will thrive up here. And that's the transplanting team down there, just putting in the final few plants. Coming here to have a look at the transplanting team. Very good, this guy's. Hey buddy, how you doing? And then the lady behind's just going in and pushing them down.
Boss,
Yes.
they working perfect.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Good.
It looks good to me from here. Excellent work.